Coming up on this edition of Southwest TV News. As the city strives to fulfill its goal of reaching a population of 25,000 by the year 2025, a number of avenues are being taken to make the community more attractive to current and new residents. This is the time of the year when many are busy cleaning out garages, grain bins, or cabins. And along with the dust and other debris is a concern for fecal matter from deer mice. It's that time of the year when leaves are starting to bud and the grass is turning green, and for many, the start of allergy season. Thanks for joining us here today. As the city of Swift Current continues to work on its downtown master plan, consultants have now shared a few of their ideas for the downtown core. Swift Current is a growing community, and as the city strives to fulfill its goal of reaching a population of 25,000 by the year 2025, a number of avenues are being taken to make the community more attractive to current and new residents. This includes a revamping of the city's downtown core. In 2015, the city brought the consulting firm of WSP along with Arnett Muldrow and Associates on board to assist with the concept design of a new downtown. Over the past several months, the consulting team has been meeting with local businesses and other stakeholders to discuss their ideas for what Swift Current's downtown could develop into over a period of time. These discussions included a number of public meetings this week, spotlighting a number of key projects the consulting team has identified. Trip Muldrew is a consultant from Greenville, South Carolina, and says the downtown master plan is based on 5 main areas.
So we're looking at enhancing connectivity of downtown. We're looking at programming, so being able to provide spaces for people to gather and have events, Market Square being one of the successful events already in place. We're looking at promotion and marketing. We're looking at organization, which the projects don't really relate to organization, that's sort of outside, but probably the most important is economic development, and we're looking at that through several different ways. One would be heritage buildings and preservation, the other would be infill sites, and the other would be adding some value to some existing property.
Concepts which include the refreshing of storefronts, more pathways and other streetscape improvements to Memorial Park, a redesign of the PharmaSave Plaza, allowing traffic access from First Avenue Northwest, to introducing two-way traffic in the 0 block of Central Avenue.
If you are a visitor to Swift Current and you come off the Trans-Canada Highway, you go down First Avenue West. It's a one-way street. You reach Cheadle, and it forces you to take a left turn. Then when you hit Central, you're making a left turn to head back northbound. Well, what ends up happening is most visitors to Swift Current end up missing the 0 block. And in a lot of ways, the 0 block is really where the whole city got its start because the railroad station is there at the end of the 0 block.
Innovative concepts which spurred discussion with those in attendance, while creating a sense of excitement for the possibility of generating more traffic to the downtown.
Oh, I think it's exciting. I want to go home on my computer and look at all of the different things that they told us about tonight, and it's very exciting. I think they did an awesome job.
It's super awesome to see new ideas and the betterment of the downtown, drawing crowds, drawing visitors, improving the business.
I totally agree that Memorial Park is an absolute jewel for the downtown. In saying that, it's also kind of a diamond in the rough. Very much underutilized, but with so much potential.
And as the development concepts were shared with the crowd, Seth Leon of the Alberta Community and Cooperative Association shared his input on how these changes to the downtown could become a reality, especially when access to funding for a business or a community can be limited.
In terms of the Unleashing Local Capital program, that's a new type of cooperative that we've helped communities develop where you can pool capital within a designated community. So a group of people form a board that's responsible for identifying an opportunity, understanding like what capital it requires to get up and running, and that could be a loan, that could be a joint venture, it could be buying property, offering equity in a business, and then they vet the project to make sure that it'll provide a social and a financial return on investment, and then they go out to the community and raise the capital, so they sell shares.
A thought-provoking process with community stakeholders, which is hoped to bring not only the businesses in the downtown to the table, but the entire community. sharing their vision and hopes of what Swift Current can one day be.
I see a lot of pride in the community. I hear about it from a lot of people, about pride in living here. Well, why not share that with others and celebrate the good about Swift Current, market the good qualities in a much more constructive manner than just anecdotal comments from visiting relatives or coming here for a sporting event.
Now, with the 12 concepts for the downtown introduced, the consulting team will compile all of the data collected from the public sessions, explore funding, and develop a time frame for the city. The City of Swift Current has committed $300,000 over 3 years to the Downtown Master Plan, which covers 100 square blocks and coincides with the city's participation in the Main Street Saskatchewan program. A full overview of the development concepts discussed and other public surveys on Swift Current's Downtown Master Plan are all available online.
It's just a different way of looking at curling. It makes it fun and exciting and engaging.
It's the talk, interaction between the people.
It's like a family reunion, actually. You kind of, when you all get together, you've all have something in common or whatever, so it's kind of like a family reunion to me. That's how I feel.
Cleaning out a dusty grain bin or garage could put you at risk for the Hanta Virus. We find out more in this report. This is the time of the year when many are busy cleaning out garages, grain bins, or cabins. And along with the dust and other debris is a concern for fecal matter from deer mice. Hantavirus is a rare but serious illness spread through rodent urine, saliva, or feces. And before you start cleaning any empty building, here's a few precautions to take.
First is the ventilation. It's always important to ensure as much ventilation in the place that's going to be cleaned as possible, because the less the ventilation, the more likely those particles during cleaning will come up to be easily absorbed or inhaled. The other thing is avoiding anything like dry cleaning, i.e. using wet methods, wet mopping methods. The final thing is, of course, making sure you put on the appropriate protection, using rubber or plastic gloves, wearing proper and well-fitting N95 type filter masks when cleaning areas that are definitely contaminated or seriously contaminated. So those are the three sort of broad things to keep in mind. And, when you're using the wet mopping or the wet cleaning methods, it's pretty important to use a bleach disinfectant, because that will definitely kill the virus.
Hantavirus is not spread from person to person or from pets to humans. It can only be spread by direct inhalation of contaminated dust that contains the virus, and may result in symptoms such as fever, muscle aches, cough, headaches, nausea, and vomiting.
But the key thing with the Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome is the shortness of breath and the cough. So if you've been cleaning out or exposed to a place that had mouse droppings and you develop these symptoms within the next few days or even a couple of weeks afterwards, definitely check with your doctor.
Between 1994 and 2015, there have been 30 cases of Hantavirus pulmonary syndrome reported in Saskatchewan, 10 of which have resulted in death. This is a prime time of the year for allergy sufferers, and health experts are offering up some advice to help get you through the season. It's that time of the year when leaves are starting to bud and the grass is turning green, and for many, the start of allergy season. From dust, pollen, to mold, allergies can come in various spurts depending on the types of symptoms you suffer from. with health experts offering the following advice.
Well, the best is to minimize any potential for dusts and of course, enable good ventilation there. But yeah, the dust is the biggest thing. So again, don't be sweeping or beating carpets indoors. Your best is to vacuum them. There are some benefits from some products like the filters or the HEPA filter machines that will clean the air somewhat. But your biggest bet is to minimize any collection of dust and minimize any circulating of dusts or disturbing of dusts to get them out in the air.
And you can also take additional steps in your home by changing furnace filters on a regular basis, washing all bedding weekly in hot water, and investing in dust mite-proof pillow and mattress covers. Additional medical relief from allergies can be discussed with your physician or neighborhood pharmacist, who can suggest a range of over-the-counter medications to help ease the stress of allergies throughout the season. Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at MyLocalTV.ca. And be sure to follow us on a range of social media. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.